And welcome back to the Captain's Vlog channel. My name is Sean, and today I'm bringing another D&D character build on D&D Beyond. It's going to be a very dodgy tank, a very slippery tank, a character that is not just difficult to put down because he's very defensive, but he's also a little elusive. It's hard to pin him down, and it's hard to take him down. But on the downside is he may not be able to put out as much damage. But if he's used right, he could actually help be a bit of a wall and may even be able to support before he goes into a rage. Okay, so let me just give you a quick peek of what I have so far. This here is Captain Drakharis. Captain Drakharis is basically a Dragonborn, a gem Dragonborn, Emerald specifically, that has been a pirate in. I've been watching a lot of Critical Role, so I'm going to say the Revelry. A pirate from the Revelry. And his background is he used to be a captain, and his ship had run aground. He has lost his crew. He is back on the mainland somehow, and he is looking for a band of to get together, possibly get a crew, and make some funds or acquire some funds to get a ship again. But he may have to do something before that in order to make said funds. Maybe join a group of adventurers and go around taking care of business to make ends meet and to get back to the open seas and do what he does best. Or take on a new leaf. Maybe something more legal, something more, uh, or should I say, less dodgy. Yeah. Anyway, so jokes aside, I'm going to show you how to make this character. It was actually inspired by Critical Role Campaign 1 with Mox Machina. Two characters inspired this build of Axel Dan and Grog the Barbarian, who were, well, Axel Dan, the rogue, very dodgy, very elusive, Grog, tanky, Zawal. So I wanted to marry those two aspects together to create a creature character that can emulate both as much as possible. There is a little bit of leeway here and there, but all in all, the beer build seems quite viable. Want to have a look? All right, so let's see what I can show you guys. Starting off here, I have another cheat sheet like I did in my previous video, but it's a bit of a longer cheat sheet. It's actually a Google Doc with everything that you need to do step by step from the top. Here, I've already started the character builder. This here is I'll just call it the slippery tank on YouTube. What you want to do first, I always do this for all my characters. I go to the optional features and I enable them. I always enable the optional features just so there's a little more flexibility in really customizing your character. So that out of the way, HP will stay at fixed, and we'll move on to species. Well, it used to be called race, but we're calling it species now. Show legacy content. Yes, I am being again. I am using the 2014 rules. I have a lot of more stuff that involves the 2014 rules, so that's why I'll be using that instead of the 2024 rules. So, and I don't have the 2024 book yet. I don't think I'll be getting it anytime soon. But till then, all my stuff is going to be based on the 2014 stuff. All right. So, first off, let's just leave this alone. Hide these guys here. Okay, expanded rules. We are looking for the Dragonborn. See, there's 3 of them. This drop down. We want the gem Dragonborn. Okay, all this stuff is here. Confirm. Okay, going down. Languages. I am going to be picking Draconic because it just kind of makes sense. Because usually Dragonborn have Draconic. Don't see why this guy would not. You could pick anything else you wanted, but for now, I'm just taking Draconic because it's not really integral to the part of this build. Emerald Gem Ancestry is. This is the type of color your Gem Dragonborn takes, and Emerald is what we're going to go for because of this, the damage type. It is Psychic. Specifically, you get something at the bottom here that reflects your, how do you say, gem ancestry. You get a breath weapon that will uh, increase in power over time based on that type of damage. But that's not the reason we're getting it. We're getting it for draconic resistance. This means that you get resistance for the gem ancestry, which means you're getting resistance for psychic damage. Why is this important? Because we will be taking Barbarian and we will be taking a specific subclass that will give you resistance to all damage but psychic. And this will cover psychic as well. So you will have resistance to all damage in the game. So I'm pretty sure some of you know what I'm talking about, but I'll get to it. Hang on. Psionic Mind. This just lets you do a one-way telepathy. Telepathy. You can talk to someone through your mind into their mind, but I don't think they can talk back to you. Gem Flight is really good. You get 1 minute flight, so it's great for use in battles, sometimes in environmental places, but I'd rather use something else because that 1 minute can go away pretty fast, and it's best used in battle. And it has no concentration, so really good in battle. If you get knocked, you will not just go down like you'd lose a fly spell or something. So, alright, moving on. We are going to go to the ability points. Checking my cheat sheet. Alright, point buy, as per usual. Very easy to control here. I'm going to go strength 15, dex 14. Click it. Con will be 13 for now. Intelligence is dumped. Wisdom is 9 because it's just gonna have 1 point left over, and charisma 13. Alright, so down here under the ability scores, we are going to pick this one where we can put 3.1s in a different thing. Okay, we're gonna start off with strength. We're gonna turn that into a 16. And we're gonna strength, where are you? Strength is a 16. Then we're gonna hit con. Constitution is going to be a 14. Now we have two what's it called? Modifier of 2. Modifier. And then charisma is going to be the last one. So it also gets a modifier of 2. And that looks good for now. Great. And then we are going to go to the backgrounds. The backgrounds. To my pirate, my revelry pirate, I shall pick the sailor revelry pirate. Specifically, it allows you to be a pirate, and you get the ship's passage ability, so you and your friends can take a ride somewhere. Plus, you're proficient as a navigator tools, and you know how the water vehicles run. So even if you get on, you can actually tell your team, your party, what to do, give them jobs to do, and they can handle things on the ship with a few other people as well who are more experienced to run the damn thing. Anyway, so you also get athletics and perception. Pretty good. You're gonna need athletics for this build. I will get to why in a bit, but just so you know, these two very necessary. Perception, you need perception to know this shit. So let's go. We are going to go to the class now. We are not using these. We are using these. We are going to take Rogue first. Why are we taking Rogue? Because you get a lot of nice proficiencies and 2 expertise as well. And you get proficiency in Dexterity saving throws. Some Dex saves are necessary because they do damage. You are trying to avoid damage. You're trying to be slippery. You're trying to get out of it. You get proficiency in saving throws. Yes, you want this. Add the freaking class. What else do you get from this? Actually, let's start from proficiencies. We will be taking stealth first. You want to be sneaky. Sleight of hand. Oh, nope, nope. Sleight of hand first. You want to steal things. Will be necessary if you're playing a rogue. Kind of expected because you're a rogue. And you will be also taking persuasion. Why persuasion? Because you can convince people to do stuff. And let's just say you're the rogue that's trying to go back to um well, you're a pirate, right? So you're trying to go back to being legitimate. You're trying to go legit, go straight. So maybe persuasion will help you do that without, deceiving everybody, feeling bad about it, that kind of thing. Anyway, I digress. You're also going to want to take insight. Why? Because you want to know if someone's bullshitting you. You're a pirate. And if you're dealing with pirates, chances are they're going to lie about something. So, you might want to catch it, just in case it can be detrimental. Anyway, expertise. Expertise. You'll be starting at level 1 with this character. So, what do you want to be when you're level 1? I think I'd want my expertise to be sneaky, so I can actually get away from certain things, certain dangerous things if it happens to roll by. And I am also going to take athletics. Why? Because I will need it later, especially on level 2. I will show you once we get to level 2, but we're still in level 1, so let's finish that off. Sneak attack, good, we will need it. Thieves' cant will be handy maybe if you're dealing with pirates and some of them speak thieves' cant, maybe, who knows, but they're roguish. Anyway, now you have your level 1 character. Oh, sorry. Let me give you something to take from the equipments. Last one, I took a little too long. I'm not going to with gold this time. I'm going to go with equipment. Why? Because you're going to need this. You're going to need a rapier. I know, oh, sorry. You guys may not be able to see my mouse right now. But yes, it's the rapier. And we're going to take a short bow with and quiver with 20 arrows. Yes. Give us a bit of range option. Burglar bag, yeah. Yes, we're taking this. Leather armor, daggers, yeah, all good. Yep, yep. Let's take a rabbit foot for luck, cause we're gonna get lucky later. Anyway, 10 gold, we'll need that maybe, cause we're gonna hit this. Okay, great, we have all of this. Specifically, we have 10 gold. This 10 gold is going to go away like real fast, like straight zero. Why? Because we are going to be adding an item soon as we get in. Somewhere soon. There's got to be a shop. And we're looking for a shield. Can you use a shield as a rogue? No, you can't. So, we're going to grab the shield and keep it aside for now. What is this? Special shield? Okay, never mind. Alright, that shield is there. Short bow, yeah, rapier, we're gonna be wielding this. Arrows, backpack, sure, we'll have a backpack with everything in it. Where is, there it is, leather. Okay, and that is everything you need for level 1. Oh, my cheat sheet's falling. Alright. Now that you have level 1 sorted, we are going to go and deal with level 2 as soon as I give you a peek at what level 1 looks like. Alright, there you go. Level 1 in all its crazy glory. And now we will begin the rest of this build. Back to the manager. Okay, now that we've got that sorted, what we're going to do next is actually not continue with Rogue. We are going to go straight into Paladin. Yes, we are going to go and grab this guy. Now, okay, so if you're watching Critical Role, you could say you are going and following maybe Melora. She apparently is a goddess of wild nature and the seas. Can work with this. Or if you're running another campaign, maybe a god that's related to the sea, cause kind of fits, you know. So whichever takes your fancy. But I just went with that cause flavor, and I watched a lot of Critical Role. I just like immersing myself in that universe. And let's see. Oh, forgot to mention one thing. Optional features. Just take it. You may or may not need it, but it's good to have. Specifically, Paladin maybe spells. Harness. This can come in handy. We'll get some spell slots back. This, not so much. You're not going to be changing this. So I will leave it alone for now. But here, let's see. Good stuff. Now that we're level 2, we can actually equip that shield. Divine Sense, we can sense the presence of certain creatures. And that will be handy quite often. And let's see. Lay on Hands, we have a pool of hit points we can heal someone with, including ourselves. So we have something in case we are in a bit of a pickled spot. So, that being said, we will quickly go and equip that shield just because I want to make sure it's done. And we continue. Character level 3, Paladin. Paladin 2, level down. We're going one by one. Sorry about that. Alright, because I need to talk about spells too. Anyway, fighting style, we are choosing blind fighting. Why are we choosing blind fighting? We are choosing blind fighting because there are certain abilities that will come up later in this build that require you to be able to see your opponent for them to activate to help you be a little tanky and slippery. But if you're blinded, if you're in darkness, if you're in a dark place, the Gem Dragon mod does not have dark vision, so nighttime is going to be a bit of a problem unless you have a torch. And say if you don't, say if you find yourself in a position where it's damp, it's wet, maybe you're underwater, maybe it's dark underwater, you can't see a thing. And being able to see an opponent in that kind of scenario and be able to protect yourself could be pretty useful. And it's not just in that kind of niche situations. This helps even to detect invisible enemies. So invisibility is not going to be too much of a problem as long as they're nearby you. And you'll be able to take care of them. And you're a bit of a wall, so they're going to have a bit of a problem. So it's quite good in that sense. But it just adds on later when you get a bit more tanky and slippery. So let's just continue to. Oh, also forgot. You got spellcasting and divine smite. So now you can use your spell slots to increase the damage. Oh, let's just go here and pick out a few spells. Say we got 3 we can use. I'm not gonna click this because it'll talk about 2024 stuff. So I'll go like this. Everything's only level 1 right now. So, okay, what do we pick? Let's avoid getting too many concentration spells, especially concentration spells that you'll be needing to use in battle. Because, I mean, you can use it for now. But let's say, for example, Bless can be useful now. Might as well take it. You're not going to be raging because you don't have something to rage with. So, concentration spells for now is okay because you're a paladin. You will have a pool of spells you can change up every day. So, for now, let's just say you can use most concentration spells decently. Maybe don't have too much on board because you can only use one at a time. So I'll pick Bless to help out the party and myself. Command can be clutch at times. And let's see, what else is good? I will be taking, for now, Cure Wounds. in case things get a lot hairier than we first expected it to be. Okay, now that you have all that, I want to show you once more because I'm trying to. Okay, armor class is 15. This is what I wanted to see. All right, so with our shield on, our armor is good too. So if I click this, see, we've got 11 through the leather, 2 because of our dex, and 2 from the shield. We're at 15 at level 2. That is fine. That is good. We are fast. We are slippery. Not that slippery, but we are a rogue and a paladin. Life is good for now, but it can be better. So, let's see. Attack wise, we even have sneak attack. A little bit of sneak attack, but sneak attack is still good. Let's go back. All right, we're going to the next level of paladin. Oh, sorry, we were 3 levels of character. Now character level 4. Sorry if I end up skipping. Sometimes the numbers just mix me up sometimes. Anyway, sacred oath. This is where you get quite a bit slippery. This we're taking the oath, critical role, oath of the open sea, paladin. Dude, I mean, look at this. You get oath spells, that's fine. But it's the channel divinity, specifically marine layer. Look at that thing. You have a cloud that you can call using your channel divinity 20 feet in all directions from you. Enemies are heavily obscured, you are lightly obscured. And yeah, well, within 5 feet of you, that is. It lasts for 10 minutes, so definitely going to be there throughout the entire battle. And spreads around corners and cannot be dispersed unless I choose to end it. So the wind, random gust won't send it away permanently. So we're good. It's going to be harder to hit us, basically. And can be really useful on those key fights, right? Anyway, let's go to spells. See if we got anything else. Nope, we are tapped. Yep, we are tapped. So we will move on then. We are going Pally 4. We are now a character level 5. Usually character level 5s have a bit of a power boost, like especially marshals. They get extra attack at this point. That means they can, when they take the attack action, they can take again another attack. But unfortunately, oh, we can use a prepared spell here. Unfortunately, because we had a rogue first, we are 1 level behind that. So right now we will get our first feat, and this is what I've been wanting to talk to you guys about specifically. It is we are taking. Wait, is it? Ah, there it is. Shield Master. Shield Master is good. Okay, first, take an attack action on our turn, and then as bonus action, we can try and shove a creature within 5 feet of me or you with your shield. So, why is shove good? Shove. You can't just, you can, it's not just about pushing them back, it's pushing them down. When you push a creature down, that means there's disadvantage to shoot them, but it's advantageous for you to go melee on them. And you holding a rapier and a shield, you are definitely melee. And if you go melee on this guy that's on the ground, it's going to come up to an advantageous hit, or maybe even crit. So, depending on the situation. And that's just the first piece. Second piece, you aren't incapacitated. If you aren't incapacitated, you can add your shield's AC bonus to a dex save against a spell or other harmful effect that targets you. Okay, so maybe it's not like a fireball or a dragon's breath hitting you, but let's say if there's a guy casting disintegrate on you and you need to do a dex save, this is it. You literally do this. You can add your shields AC bonus. So you can add 2 to this. Okay, great. But is that all? No. The next one is the whole reason for this. If you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex save to take only half damage, you can use the reaction to take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw, interposing the shield between yourself and the source. So, that is good. I mean, you can literally take no damage if you make that save. And later on, we will be getting something to get advantage on making these dex saves. So, the shield is good. You can knock people down. And, okay, even to do that, to knock people down, sometimes you may need to do an athletics check of some sort. And guess what? You have expertise in athletics, not proficiency. You have expertise. The likelihood of you making that is quite good. Plus, you'll be getting a bit of a bonus to those. Maybe checks. Well, more like the saves. More it saves. But yeah, still quite nice for now. Moving on to Paladin 5. And now we have reached extra attack. Oh, by the way, now you can actually try and compete with the damage of your party members, even though they've got like another ability going on from their subclass. But here's the thing: at this level, you are currently a level 6 character. It's possible that you would have got like at least about 400 gold, maybe the party can help you mass a bit more. You wanna upgrade your armor because you're a pally. You have got medium armor as well. So what you want to do is you want to go and quickly add yourself a breastplate. This will be the last armor thing I look for as an item, and breastplate. Add that, and let's equip that. Where are you? There you are. You're equipped. Class. That's gonna help. I almost forgot we have spells to add. Right, we got our first, second level spell. What do we want to take? This again. Right, there's some good options here. And we have Misty Step already. Always prepared. That's nice. Augury too, but that's neither here nor there. We'll take Aid. Basically, you don't have like healing words, so Aid actually gives you some range to that healing if you need it. Can pick up 2 people if they're down and maybe give you a boost too. Or I'm in a third person. But yes, that is good. Now, let us quickly have a peek at our character, see how it looks. Right, armor class has gone up to 18 because of our breastplate, plus our shield, plus our dex mod. Attacks, rapier is there. We can extra attack. We have a breath weapon. I forgot to mention about the breath weapon earlier. And let's see, sneak attack is still there, but it's still pretty low because we are low level rogue. Our dex save is a +5 at the moment. And let's see, our skills seem alright. Intelligence stuff, not so great. General wisdom stuff ain't that crazy either. Unless, of course, we were proficient. We have a little bit like perception, it's a +2 instead of a -1. At least we have that. Same goes with insight. Persuasion, we have a +5, which is nice. With sleight of hand. But stealth and athletics, stealth is 8, athletics is 9. It's pretty good. 10 feet of blind sight. And yeah, we're doing okay. Alright, moving on to the next part of our build. We're only character level 6. I'm going to take this now to character level 12 and then from there to level 20. So let's go. Now that we've got up to 5 levels of Paladin, we are going to add our next multiclass, which is, you already probably know what it is. I've been mentioning it already. The Barbarian is in. and up, give it some primal knowledge. Basically, a proficiency you'd get later on. I'd like to have it, but it's not integral if you don't want it. Anyway, your rage, you will be able to use this as long as you're not wearing heavy armor. We're wearing medium, so no worries. And the breastplate does not have disadvantage on sneakiness, so pretty good. An armor defense won't need it unless you take off your armor. All right, so that is there, and now we will go to the next level. Next level, reckless attack. Very nice to have. Advantage on demand, though the enemy will also have advantage on demand. But that's okay because most likely you will be raging and you will be taking less damage. Also, danger sense. You have advantage on dex saves. That you can see. Blind sight will help with this. If you can see the guy. Probably. But you may not be able to see their abilities. So it's here nor there. Let your DM decide that part. But yeah, at least you'll be able to see the dude you want to hit. Because most likely you want to be melee range. 10 feet of blind sight, once you get melee range, will be helpful. If they try to do anything like not finger or death, but like disintegrate on you at that range, it's gonna hit you. But it's not gonna be that bad. Because you may see it coming. You may be able to dodge it. And you'll probably be able to survive it because you will be raging. And you might think, oh, wait, we're just level 2 barbarian, a level 8 character. But we won't be able to have that until level 3. You're right, but still. This is where it is. This is where it's at. Wait, hang on. Primal knowledge. I mean, primal path. Primal path. I need the Totem Warrior Barbarian. Totem Warrior Barbarian gives you Spirit Seeker. You can talk to animals. But the real catch is here. Pick your animal. Pick bear. Why bear? Because bear will give you resistance to all damage except psychic. But hey, you have psychic resistance already. So you have resistance to all damage in the game. Half. Everything becomes half. Your basically hit points are doubled. Barbarian skill. What do you want? Animal handling, intimidation, nature, survival. I must say intimidation in this case. You're a beefy barbarian and a bit of a pirate. And yeah, be intimidating. Well, ex-pirate. Being a bit intimidating may be a thing you'd be good at, especially when dealing with other pirates, if and when it needs to be taken care of. Anyway, now that we have character level 9, we are going to do our final level in Barbarian. At this point, we get an ASI. We will be taking the feat Lucky. Why? Because it's part of one of the reasons why Waxel Dan from Critical Role was kind of slippery. If he'd fail a critical roll, he'd roll a luck die to see if something would change in his favor. Maybe he'd roll a second one just to see if it's really bad to sort it out. But this is one of those ways you can try and get out of a really bad situation with a get out of jail free card 3 times a day. So, with that out of the way, we are done with Barbarian. And now we will be moving on to Rogue. We are already Rogue level 1. We are going to add a second level. And then we get Cunning action. We can take our bonus action to do a dash, disengage, or hide. Very useful by being versatile when you need to be. And will come in handy with later on rogue levels as well, especially with the subclass that's coming up. Anyway, well, it's coming up next level. And finally, you are a character level 12. This means some games will come up to this level and then call it. So, this may be your last level in those kind of games. I'm gonna get you a swashbuckler rogue. Kind of fits the bill. Piratey, sailory, but fancy footwork is what you need. When you make an attack against a creature, you can move out of its range without having it do opportunity attacks on you. You can literally dance around this guy, and you're slippery now. This is slippery. You hit him, you move away, and you let him come to you, or you can go back and hit him again. So it'll either keep you safe or draw the guy to you, which is you're a tank. Kind of the point. So, and if the guy doesn't follow you, you're just not gonna go down anytime soon, and you'll probably be harrying the fella until he takes notice of you. So it's not bad. It's actually quite decent if you think about it. And if you use the cunning action to dash around as well, you can get some extra, how do you say, legwork into different places. But anyway, moving on to this rakish audacity, you give a bonus to your initiative rolls by your charisma modifier, which is 2. So you get your dex check and 2 on top of that. Not bad. And let's see. Look, you also gain an additional way to use your sneak attack. If it's just you mano a mano against a guy, you get, and you don't need advantage. You can use sneak attack. So I mean, technically you're tanky enough to use this. So generally, if you're just a squishy rogue, not advisable. But since you have some meat on you, thanks to barbarian and paladin levels, I wouldn't be so bad taking this. And with that, oh, let me quickly check something. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, I just wanted to see if we have any missed out spells for Paladin. And we are going to go 4th level into Rogue. We have gone past character level 12 and we are now character level 13 to 20. So, ability. What are we doing? We are now actually getting an ASI. We want to give this into strength because strength has been our primary source of damage dealing because we're using a finesse weapon to get that sneak attack and we're using strength because we are raging. We are a raging creature. And raging creatures have a hard time using concentration spells or any spells there for that matter while they're raging. So you're better off using your spells before you rage or after the battle is over and you want to do something to help you or your allies afterwards. But for now, that is what we've got for Rogue level 4. We will be taking our final level in Rogue at character level 14 with Rogue level 5. Why? Because we want to get Uncanny Dodge. We are not going to go all the way to Rogue 7 to get evasion because we technically have a version of evasion with our Shield Master, the very last one. So, as much as nice as it would have been to get evasion, we've got Shield Master, so we can take care of it for now, at least to a certain degree. So, it leaves us room for the rest of our build that's gonna go straight pally all the way. Anyway, let's see. Uncanny Dodge. This is key because this will help you mitigate a big hit. If you get hit with something like, let's say, disintegrate, maybe like 70 damage comes your way. Okay, no problem. You will use Uncanny Dodge as a reaction. You only get one per round, right? And then it'll half that 35. Okay, manageable. And then, hey, wait a minute. Your resistance to everything, resistance to all damage. What's half of that? What is that? 15 plus 2, what, 17? You went from 70 to 17. That's pretty good. All right. And that's if you get hit, because you're really good at dodging those kinds of hit. All right. Now, Rogue is done. We are moving on to full pally. Oh boy. Okay. Level 15, pally level 6. Now, we have Aura of Protection. Add 2, which is your charisma modifier basically. So it's 2 because we have only a modifier of 2. And it will be added to any of the saves that you or creatures within 10 feet of you, I think of your choosing, friendly creatures, will benefit from a saving throw bonus of +2. And you especially will be able to use this plus with the extra bonus from your shield. That's a +4 to your, let's say, deck saves, plus your usual roll for your deck saves. So you're proficient with you're proficient with. So it's just your deck saves are going to be really hard to fail. But I digress. Let's move on. Before that, check on the spells. Oh, there we go. We got another one. Let's just say I want to give this to Lesser Restoration. And then we move on to 7. Alright, going down. We have Aura of Liberation. So while you are not incapacitated, you and creatures within 10 feet of you cannot be grappled or restrained. Hey, that's good. And you ignore penalties to movement and attacks while underwater. So, in aquatic situations, since you are a sailor, ex pirate, that could be quite handy. Jump in the water and just release yourself from any bindings. Because you can spend 5 feet of movement if you're already bound to escape. But as long as you're not incapacitated, it doesn't say if you're restrained. So, yeah. Let's go and check on the spells. Did we get anything more? Nope, still the same. Leave it alone. Going to 8. And now we are at 8. What do we have? Ability score. Here, we are taking another feat. Fortunately, we are not going all the way to strength 20 because I really wanted to get this feat to make myself a little bit more harder to kill. So I went with tough. Boost that HP, like boost it. Let's put a lot of padding. And we get another spell we can put. What can we put it on? Is there anything good here? Not crazily. Go to 1. Maybe we can move something in here. And for now, don't take anything with concentration because now we have rage running. We will actually not take anything from here. Yeah, let's go back here. Let's see. There was something I picked, but it's not around. For now, I'll just hit find steed just in case you want to show off a horse. All right, we are going to 9. Do we get anything in 9? Absolutely nothing. Maybe in spells. Yes, we do. We got 3rd level spells. Can we use on something? Yes, we're gonna get rid of Fine Steed. And we are going to be taking. Where is it? For now, we can take either Revivify to help save an ally, or we can take Aura of Vitality. Why? It's a concentration spell some more. Because we are planning on using this after battle. Because you can pump this up. It lasts for about a minute. And every bonus action during that time, you can pump yourself with healing. 2d6 healing to be exact. So if you cast this and you get like 10 rounds of 2d6. That's like 2d6 times 10. That's like 20d6. What is that? An average of what is it, 70-ish hit points or so? Quite a bit. I mean, quite a bit. Can be helpful if something really brought you down and you don't know if you might go back into another fight. So might as well keep it. And because your character level 18, somebody in your party has definitely got Revivify. It'll be great if you can have it too, but I'll do it much later. So, number 9 didn't have much but spells, third level. Going to 10. 10, we have Aura of Courage. Aura of Courage means creatures, you and creatures 10 feet near you can't be frightened. Pretty good. So you don't have to worry about frightened anymore. And then spells. Anything else? Yes. We are able to put more spells in, and we will be taking Revivify. You, by the way, guys, you can take any spells you want. I'm just showing you an example of the spells I take. I'm not putting too much thought into it because I already know what the spells I'd want to take are. I'm just going and picking them for your guys' sake, so I can speed this video up because the last one was a bit too long. So yeah, now that that's settled, we can go back and move on to the last level, character level 20, Paladin level 11. We get improved divine smite. You are suffused with enemy. Okay, basically, whenever you hit a creature with a melee weapon, the creature takes an extra 1d8 of radiant damage. So basically, it's just 1d8 on top of the 1d8 your weapon attack every time you hit with a weapon attack. So that means your attack and extra attack will have this on top of it. Maybe you can add a smite into it too, because you can do that, Paladin. So your damage picks up a little bit. Took a while to get there, but you've been tanky most of this time. So now you can actually allow yourself to relax a little bit, you know, let loose. So let's just see. We've got here a few spells. Aura Vitality, Revivify, Dispel Magic was one of the spells I wanted to put too. So let's just say if I were to take out, no, I'll take it from here. Let's just say Bless is no longer needed because we're not going to concentrate in the battle. You can just give it to Dispel Magic in case we need it. Not always going to be used, but it's there if needed. And that is it, y'all. Let's go and have a look. And we're loading. Okay, armor class 18, HP 202, 30 movement speed still. Yo, look at that. It's a plus 10, but I'm thinking we're missing a few things here. Yeah, it's not taking into everything. Plus 2, you add your shields AC. Yeah, sure, but what about the rest? The 2 from my aura. It doesn't say there. So it's actually plus 4. Oh boy. So it says proficiency, so 6 plus 2, 8, 9, 10 for the shield. Level 12, so about 12 at least, with advantage. So if you roll a 2, you get 14. It's unlikely to get that because you have advantage, but you never know. You might get a 1 and a 2. So breath weapon you can do at least 6 times a day. You got divine sense going on. Lay on hands 55, man. Yeah, you got yourself going. I'll put a link for this in the in what do you call it, the description, or I might just give you Captain Drakharis. Basically, the nearly the exact same thing. Only difference is it just looks better on the eyes. I might just give you this, but yeah, I might just give you both maybe. Anyway, thanks guys for watching this character build. I hope this wasn't too long. Kind of is, but anyway, I will catch you the next time around. Hope you enjoyed, and We'll see you again soon. Ciao.